This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakadash. Next, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawood from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. Okay, and man, I know a lot of brothers have been doing videos on this information. I wanted to see if some, a little more information came from it. This actually happened earlier in the year around March, but Biden basically set a deadline for December 13th. All right, to basically, what did he say? Protect the American people from cash. And we know with the rise of cryptocurrencies, which is all basically manipulated. That's a like you. But these different cryptocurrencies and digital wallets, digital currencies that they've been playing around with, and basically what the Federal Reserve is planning on doing is they want to start dealing a little more in it. And we know, all right, that this is setting up for that cashless society, that this is setting up for the MOTB, all right, the CHIP, the Charagma, all right, being implemented throughout the earth, which is biblical prophecy. Okay, the MOTB is the CHIP. It ain't sleeping with white women. It ain't a philosophy. It ain't an embargo. It ain't the Christian church. It ain't Cedric Borgia. All right, it is the CHIP. All right, the micro one, that grain of rice. You damn other camps, all right, that aren't teaching that, man, you gonna get caught up. All right, but nonetheless, I see this article right here from AP News, all right, which is a trusted news source, and what they're saying is, it says executive order does not usher in cashless society. And of course, this is them trying to put their minds at, put the people's minds at ease. That's why I started out with Second Corinthians. I read it again, 2 and 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Don't believe what these damn people say. These are the same people that were lying to you about the Crown Royal. And now they're coming out saying that they lied, and of course, they're not being held accountable. All right, nobody has the authority, so to speak, to hold them accountable, other than Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, which the Lord is setting them up to do it, but the Lord is going to take them down. You have these regular people thinking that they can, do something, and they really can't. All right, because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, as the scriptures say. All right, but nonetheless, they're lying. I'm just tell you off rip, they're lying, man. So we'll read a little bit of this. It says, claim President Joe Biden signed an executive order in March 2022 that will introduce a cashless society, make paper money worthless, give the government new power to inhibit purchases, and create a social credit system, or a credit score system like one in China, which will punish people financially for certain behaviors. And that's exactly where they're going, to a T. That's exactly what this whole new system is. And we know that it is going to come to pass because what? It's written. And the words of the Lord did not go out void. Right? But these people, of course, these news articles and whatnot, they'll come out and try to say, oh, this is false. This isn't what's happening. And you're going to go into the mumbo jumbo that they say. All right, but you got to read through those, read between the lines, man. That's exactly where we're headed. And they're saying by December 13th. So, what could happen right now? They're saying the stock market is having, a rough start to damn near the worst month. And it's only the first day of the month. August was pretty bad for the stock market, and they're saying September is going to be bad as well. So you have September, October, November, and then early December, and there could a lot could go down in between that time, man. To where cash could become worthless. So they're putting things in place now, to basically go ahead and introduce that system. All right, they've been doing it already. All right, that's why I have this word gradualism, because this is what Esau is using, all right, to bring this in. He's been using gradualism for years to get people used to dealing with this system. They can't just bring it on the people, because a lot of people will reject it, especially those that deal with the Bible. Because there's a good amount of Christians that that actually go and research. I heard Apostle Tahar go in on that. That some of them do know that the MOTB is the CHIP. They do know, and some of them don't. Most of the black Christians, so-called black Christians, they don't really go into it, but some of those Edomite scholars, they get all into it, man. They search the scriptures, all right, but nonetheless, they do something called gradualism, which I'll get that word in a second, and basically what they've been doing for the past, so many years, but even within the past couple years, they introduced credit cards, debit cards, all right, to where most people walking around with just cash, and now, it's common to go into a gas station or a grocery store. You go into like Walmart, and they might not even have too many actual registers, people at the register where it accepts cash, but instead they have a bunch of scanning goes, right, to where it's cash. Some of them do accept cash, but a lot of them is debit card and credit card only. And this is how they're introducing it. You think about the different kiosks at the fast food restaurants. You go in and they don't even accept cash for real. You put in your card information, or you swipe your card, or you scan it. That's another thing they do. The whole tap and go, all right, with this NFC, I believe, near field communication technology, which is basically is similar to the RFID technology. It just means near field communication, where you can hover your phone or hover your card over the little chip reader to scan your card, man. The new cars that I have, they have that technology, and you can't stop but to just think the fact that this is what they're using. They're getting people's minds programmed and conditioned to accept that, to placing your hand, all right, over it. They have that whole thing with Amazon. I think it's called Amazon One. So this is exactly what they're doing. And Joe Biden's actually signing in these executive orders to override the government legislation and whatnot to be able to get this ball rolling, man. It's going to happen. But nonetheless, going back, it says AP's assessment false. All right, so they're saying it's false. The executive order doesn't do any of these things. It urges the Federal Reserve to explore whether the central bank should create its own digital currency, and directed the Treasury Department and other federal agencies to study the impact of cryptocurrencies on financial stability and national security. They tell partial truths, man. They might say that it is doing this, but they want to be ahead of the curve. China has already launched their digital dollar, so to speak. They see that they're losing power as far as the economic stage, the world economic stage, so they want to go ahead and get that in line. Says the facts. In March, Biden signed Executive Order 14067, titled Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets. The long-anticipated executive order called on government agencies to look at the risks and benefits of digital currencies. 5 months later, social media users are spreading unsupported theories about what the orders will do. And they call them conspiracy theorists. We could definitely be lumped into those individuals, and they're actually trying to use different legislation to censor these people that are speaking out and actually blowing the whistle on what Esau's trying to do, right? Because they want people to just be docile ass sheep, just dumbass creatures, and to just accept anything and not question anything, man. But the Lord has that spirit of truth on the earth, starting with the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai. But you also have these certain so-called conspiracy theories that are actually going out and exposing what Esau is doing, man. The Lord is making Esau bare, as the scriptures say. It says, your paper money will become worthless. It's going to be replaced with Biden bucks. It says, one widely shared Facebook post, which added the programmable digital tokens would be able to turn off your account whenever they want using a social credit score system. And that's all. It's not like it's such a far-fetched idea. Once again, they're dealing with gradualism, so it is coming to play. They had the whole, certificates to make sure that you had that V, that suicide soup. They're gonna introduce this shit, man. You watch that show. I got into watching that show Black Mirror, man, and the guy, the creator of Black Mirror, he actually stopped, I believe, for a little while because he was seeing the shit that he was trying to exaggerate within his shows actually playing out in a more dramatic fashion in the real world. You know, that's what's happening. It's some old Black Mirror shit, man. Dealing with social credit systems and whatnot. It says a global cashless society is being rolled out, possibly in December 2022, and Lord willing, another post claimed. Some of the online posts directed readers to the to the fourth section of the executive order, which focuses on policy and action related to potential central bank digital currency or CBDC. However, the executive order does not create such a system. It directs the Federal Reserve and other agencies to study the risks and benefits of that which approach the Attorney General with deciding whether legislative changes will be necessary to implement such a change. Deadline. All right, they're getting this thing rolling, and I'm gonna start reading that. That's why, hey, we ain't ignorant of Satan's devices, man. If you were to listen to Esau, you know, you would think that that's not what they're doing, but we have more sure word of prophecy. We know what the Lord has set forth. And this is why we know he's going to speed this shit up. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. He knows that his time is short. You know, so he's bringing this thing. They're saying, oh, they're trying to study it. No, they can have those things already mass produced, ready for that hour of temptation that's going to come upon the whole world. Because this system is coming, and they're going to make people bow down and worship that damn system, man. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they shall make an image to the beast, which had a wound by sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. They're doing it by way of these executive orders, by way of the different legislation that they're putting out, which are unrighteous decrees, you know, threatening people's livelihoods. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this is quite a big possibility for those that reject. Right? They're not the elect. They're fully going to reject this system, man. We're going to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now, some of us could be put to death, man, you know, and receive martyrdom, you know, become martyrs for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But, hey, their crown is sealed, man. You know, they're going to get that crown. They're going to get everlasting life. It says, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Now, we know that word right there in the Greek is charagma. All right, it's an incision. All right, you know, you might have this information on your phone, on your debit card, but this right here, the actual mark, is going to be something that's placed under the skin. Okay? It's going to be placed under the skin. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, they're going to have these different these grains of rice either in your hand, all right, or, you know, you have a company called Neuralink by Elon Musk where they work on those brain chips, man. So we see prophecy playing out, man, and this is one of the last few major prophecies, all right, before the end of the society. We know this has to be implemented before World War III can pop off fully. It says, verse 16, again, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to dwell amongst this society, buy or sell, all right, save you have that mark, you know. And hey, it's true. Whenever you go up against what they say, they'll cut your shit off, man. Verse 18, here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. It is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's 666, right? You know, we see plain as day that this is what they're doing. Biden has that whole thing, Build Back Better, you know, 666. All right, so nonetheless, man, we see that it's coming. We know it's coming soon. Lord willing, something pops off to where they hurry this up. You know, hyperinflation, major hyperinflation, man. So where they have to do away with this current system to introduce this new one. All right, that's one step closer to our salvation, man. So, you know, Lord willing, to is edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Next double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.